Hey, hi there, Libra. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynda, and I would like to thank you for tuning into those energies and influences that are coming through for your timeless reading. It applies to when you're drawn to watch it. Cross-watcher energies are interchangeable, and please only take those portions that resonate with you. Okay, Libra, off camera, I've performed a protective blessing. I've meditated over and shuffled these cards just for you. Your first card, it's the general atmosphere. It's the basis and the issue of the matter. This can be a situation. Number 5 of the major arcana in the Rider-Waite deck, the Hierophant. This can be a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It can be Taurus is in your chart or someone else's that you're dealing with. Or this is just the energy of being ruled by the conventional. It has to do with a belief system. This can be a wise teacher or a mentor. The Hierophant represents traditional Orthodox teaching that's considered suitable to the masses, versus whereas the High Priestess teaches only in secret to initiates. This is wisdom revealed. It can be a relationship, a commitment, and acting respectable. This is making a vow. It's receiving a blessing and letting reason be your guide and not passion. This can represent a marriage, an alliance. It's love through helpful doctrine. Social institutions, particularly marriage or formal relationships, has to do with religious beliefs, formal doctrine. It's a prompting of spiritual thinking and learning. This is conscious choices made on an intellectual basis. There could be a judgmental quality involved. Sometimes this card can suggest challenges or limitations of a spiritual nature, and it's nurturing spiritual awareness. It can also be someone sharing knowledge in a structured way. It's a scholarly card. You may be starting a new endeavor. It also means social grace and blessings. This is a good card signifying partnerships, and someone with a good stabilizing influence is about to enter. Your second card, and this is the energy that's crossing over your path. These are your subconscious influences. The Knight of Wands, Libra, fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This can be in your chart or someone else's, fire energy. This is someone that's full of energy and passion. They can be a generous friend or lover, but they're also likely to be very impatient and hasty. This can also be a change of residence, a journey. Nights are always about action with movement, and this movement is quick. This is someone that likes to travel to fun places, but managing his money is a challenge. This can mean a change of residence, immigration, quick departure, the coming or going of a matter. Knights are younger in spirit, if not age, than the kings or queens, and they're less established in life. They're impulsive, they're full of passion, and full of eagerness and self-confidence, yet they do not always know where they're going, and without concrete plans they can burn out before they achieve their goals. This is a kickstart that spurs you on. This is someone poised for action. They're in pursuit. Knights are driven by passion for a cause, and passion is the cause for the Knight of Wands. If it hastens the pulse or spikes the adrenaline or raises the stakes, this knight charges after it. They're eager to show what they're made of, and if there's applause for their efforts, they'll happily repeat the performance. There's a lesson to be learned here, that before he can reach maturity, he must temper his appetites with restraint. Such discipline is what separates the journeyman from the masters. This might be someone that's hard to keep up with them. The Hierophant with the Knights of Wands, this is someone on a mission. It can be spiritual work, a spiritual warrior. And now your third card. This is how it affects you. These are the external influences that you are aware of. Number 12 of the major arcana, the Hanged Man. This can be a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus can be in your chart or represent someone else and be in their chart. This has to do with a new perspective and a sacred pursuit. Could be having to make a sacrifice. There is attachment and suspension. It's self-surrender to higher wisdom. It's surrendering to what is. In spiritual matters, this is wisdom, prophetic power, and a pause in life and suspended decisions. It's self-surrender that leads to the transformation of the personality, and now material temptation is conquered as well as substance abuse. This is wisdom, circumspection, discernment, trials and sacrifice, intuition, divination, and prophecy. It's patience and waiting and reviewing. You may be clinging to something unfulfilling you'll need to let go and move on. It's a unique point of view and a sacrifice for a greater good. It's being humble and self-sacrificing and feeling frustrated or lost or like you're in limbo and powerless to affect change. But you're surrendering and coping and waiting, experiencing delay, sustaining short-term deprivation for long-term gain. Could be losing position or ground and seeing from a different perspective. This is being suspended between the past and the future, and a new direction in your life is in the making. But readjustment is needed, but there's no hurry. So pay attention to your inner development and be prepared to dance to a different drummer in the future. This is a voluntary giving up of something in order to get something of a greater value. It's a time of greater understanding. The Hierophant with the Hanged Man, this is unconventional behavior. It's thinking outside the box. There's fertility here, and for women this is a fertile time of the month. This can be a spiritual crisis that will lead you to want something more traditional. And now your fourth card. It's the position of the future. It's the results, the outcome, and the resolution. And this can be a surprise, seeing it's in the future position. Number 19 of the major arcana, the Sun. This can be in Aries as well as a Leo. This is happiness and success. It's enthusiasm and clarity and optimism. It's attainment and liberation. It's also a good marriage. This is fulfillment. It's honor and success for the future. And it's happy reunions. It's pleasures in the simple life. It's letting your life shine. It's being contented and full of joy and a feeling of freedom and a sense of rebirth and simplicity. Fears and mysteries vanish with this card, and everything becomes simple, sometimes too simple, and now a cycle can begin anew, and good things can come into your life. This is achievement. Nothing can hold you back now except yourself. It's all systems go. This card reveals everything, and you'll benefit by sharing your true feelings. And now the hard work is behind you. That is what the wall represents. This is being warm and optimistic and joyful, fortunate, charismatic and magnanimous, healthy and outgoing and playful, and a confident leader. And all is going right for you. You're seeing the good in others and letting your light shine, and you're looking on the bright side. You're expressing your inner child and empowering others and seeing things clearly and achieving goals and cheerfully defying obstacles. So do what makes you feel warm and excited inside. The Hierophant with the Sun can represent warm weather. It's the love of wild country and a feeling of drawing power from nature. Your fifth card, it's the bottom of the deck card, the underlying issue. This is what's unseen. It's unseen, it's because you're not sharing it with others yet, but you are consciously aware of this. The Three of Pentacles, Libra. Earth energy. This is a lucky card. It's a lucky omen. This has to do with cooperation and support from teamwork and synergy. This is an employment card. Someone's Mars in Capricorn. This is people coming together to make something happen, a foundation being set, and the early stages of progress, and a project begins manifestation. It's a partnership card. You're building something together. Teamwork. It's using your knowledge to turn a profit, but there's still much to learn. It's rethinking your efforts to see if they match up with your long-term goals. There's assistance and contribution and guidance and planning and mentors. And there's critics. It's okay to listen to them and take critics as teachers that are really helping you. Criticism helps us grow. Priorities are being established and plans are being put into action, and you have initial successes. This is being cooperative and inspired by a skilled team effort. It's discussing efforts and plans with practical solutions. It's using high standards and asking for opinions. This is a plan that comes together, and it's recognition for work well done. It's skilled labor and a payback period, and you're going to get to reap rewards. The Hierophant with the Three of Pentacles, this is spiritual work or working for a community. The Knight of Wands with the Hanged Man, this is advice that it may be better to wait. You'd be better off to wait for a more opportune time to pursue an idea. The Knight of Wands with the Sun card, this is a happy career change. It can represent relocation to a warmer place, also being warm and generous. The Knight of Wands with the Three of Pentacles, this is an inspiring, profitable idea. It can represent fun jobs. The Hanged Man with the Sun card, this can represent beginner's luck, also an over-exaggerated self-opinion. It's time to wait and be still because enlightenment comes. The Hanged Man with the Three of Pentacles, this is rethinking things and back to the drawing table. The Sun with the Three of Pentacles, this is your talents are coming forward and you can achieve success. So have faith that you're on the correct path. And now here is your advice from the Oracle deck. Earth Magic by Stephen Farmer. Libra, you've got Lotus Flower, representing unfoldment. Lotus Flower. The lotus flower sits upon one of its leaves, having risen to the surface as the sun, held in the hand of God, invites it upward to the light. This unique plant is rooted in the mud and the muck at the bottom of a body of water, its stem reaching up to the surface, where the leaves rest quietly. At night the flower closes and sinks below the surface, only to rise with the daylight and once again gradually unfold its petals, its stem extending above the waterline 3 feet or more. What we learn from this amazing plant is how our own spiritual path unfolds and opens to the light, then at times gently folds in on itself for a proper rest when the daylight fades. This period is just as necessary as the growth, for it allows the plant to integrate what it has gained in the nourishment during the day. It is also just as important that it is rooted, and it is yet another miracle of nature that something so exquisitely beautiful is formed from the mud and the silt at the water's bottom. Libra, your spiritual unfoldment is occurring at all times, whether or not you're aware of it. It is inevitable as long as you put your trust in the hands of the Creator, the one who holds the light. Like the lotus, your soul is always reaching for the light to fulfill its karmic destiny. But even in that process, there are periods of darkness and times to rest. It is a natural cycle, one that cannot truly be coerced or halted. It has an innate rhythm of its own, one that is unique to the being that is you. You do not need to strive or be driven by spiritual ambition. It does no good to try and force growth upon yourself or others, for that matter. Allowing is the key here. Allow the place in yourself that naturally wants to follow the light to do so while recognizing that even when you have complete faith, you will face challenges and occasionally suffering. Your steady faith and love will guide you on your journey of returning to the light. Thanks, you guys, Libra. I hope you stay tuned in and leave me a comment or a thumbs up, and please subscribe or even say hi. Now remember, what goes around comes around, so I'm sending you out love and light and blessings. Lots of light in this reading. Thanks for watching.